everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be doing a mock draft for the NFL draft coming up. First on the clock, we have the Jaguars. Pretty easy pick right here. Everyone knows they're going to take Trevor Lawrence. He is by far the best prospect, and he's probably going to be a great quarterback. I don't know if he's an absolute lock to be like a Peyton Manning or any top name quarterbacks. It's actually pretty hard to make sure you hit a career guy, but this guy does look like a generational talent, maybe like an Andrew Luck, but hopefully he doesn't retire early. Next up, you have the Jets. Now, this one's actually kind of harder for me, but the Jets are going to take Zach Wilson. Okay, this is going to be mixed up right here because I recorded this before that trade happened, and you'll actually see here, I'll leave it in here and just say that I thought they were going to trade Sam Darnold, but definitely Zach Morris is 100% their pick now. The reason is because Sam Darnold has not shown he's been the guy. He hasn't been the answer. I'm thinking they might trade him. Next up, we have the 49ers, and they're going to be going with Justin Fields. Now, this is the first person I thought of when they did the draft. I know there's been some controversy with him going on right now with not so much what he's done, but what other reporters have been reporting about him, about his work ethic. But that's actually been reported that that's not true. People have come out and said, no, he's a very hard work. I think Justin Fields, watching him on the field, his talent, his throws, everything looked great. With the NFL moving to more a mobile quarterback type of playing style, I can only see that he is going to be the answer and the pick by the 49ers. But the 49ers are definitely going to take a quarterback here. The reason is because they wouldn't trade up for just any player. They're going to be trading up to get a franchise-changing quarterback, which I think Justin Fields could be. Even though OSU has not had a great history of quarterbacks in the NFL, I think this guy is different. Okay, guys, next on the clock is the Atlanta Falcons, and they're going to be taking Kyle Pitts. Look, Kyle Pitts is arguably the most athletic person in the NFL draft this year, and they already re-signed Matt Ryan, and I think they're going to just try to lock and reload with the Atlanta Falcons. I don't think they're going to really do much to change anything. I think Pitts gives them a weapon that's going to make them very, very good on offense. Next up, we have the Cincinnati Bengals, and they're going to be drafting Swell from Oregon. Now, the reason they're drafting this guy is because they want to help out their franchise-changing quarterback from last year, who they end up letting getting hurt because their offensive playing scheme was terrible and their blockers were terrible. It's very frustrating because Joe Burrow was just such a phenomenal guy. He should have won Rookie of the Year last year, but he got hurt, and Justin Herbert got it, and he deserved it because he did finish out the season. He wasn't hurt at all. So I'm hoping that Joe Burrow gets the protection he needs and they get Swell here. If they don't, Slater, but I think Swell is the better prospect right now. Now the Dolphins with the 6th pick, they're going to be taking Jamal Chase. Look, Jamal Chase is probably the second most athletic and best or second most skilled player in the draft. He's phenomenal. I know some of my buddies who are diehard Bengal fans really want Chase to go to the Bengals, but I'm like, you need somebody to block for Joe Burrow. But the Dolphins are going to get Chase here. They're going to invest more in Tua now, and hopefully, the Dolphins are going to be able to boost their offense even more with a phenomenal wide receiver. The Detroit Lions' 7th overall pick is going to be Slater from Northwestern. Now, Slater is the perfect guy for the new head coach for the Detroit Lions. He's going to be down in the trenches, fighting dirty. I mean, if you watched him against Chase Young in the OSU game they had, he pretty much was shutting Chase Young down. And if Chase Young was making, NFL offensive tackles look bad this last year, imagine this guy blocking that dude all the time. So I think the Lions here are going to get a great deal with Slater. I think it's really going to help them out in the running and passing game. Since the Panthers made the trade for Sam Darnold, which I didn't predict, they're going to go with Parsons for Penn State. Mac Jones does not get drafted now inside the top 10. So Parsons, the linebacker from Penn State, is my pick for the Panthers now. Now, the Broncos, they still end up taking Trey Lance here. Now, watching Trey Lance, out of all the quarterbacks we talked about, he's actually my least favorite quarterback. Most of his highlights seem to be all rushing plays, and it's hard to judge a guy when you see the talent he's facing. Because I'm shocked he wasn't in a bigger school because his talent level looks so good, and the DBs he's facing are not as talented. Still good players, but they're just not NFL caliber or like Alabama caliber players. Look, Drew Lock is not the answer. Trey Lance is hopefully going to give the Denver Broncos what they need. Dallas Cowboys with the 10th overall pick are going to be taking Patrick Surtain. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. He is the best cornerback in the draft. It seems like they definitely need some help here on the defensive side. I think it's going to be a great play for them. They're already pretty much locked and loaded on the offensive side of the ball, so I really don't see them needing to draft offense here. I think cornerback would be the best decision for them. You guys, that's it for the video. Who do you guys think is going to be the top 10? I'm sure in the next 2 weeks or so, I'll be seeing if I want to modify anything here. The biggest one I'm probably most shaky about is Zach Wilson. You guys, what do you think is going to happen? Do you guys agree with these picks? Do you guys see it differently? Let me know who you think is going to go where in the NFL draft. And I'll see you guys in the next huddle. Ready, break!